Okay, so I'm trying a new way of riding my bike the whole way without having to walk it, at least until I get to the steep part here. And it seemed like it worked out pretty well, as long as there's no cars. If there's not a lot of cars. It's just not safe riding my bike on the road because the way the entrance to my housing area is very narrow and like blind curves. I think the ride I'm going to go on today is I'm going to take this gravel road and I'm going to make a left before going into the trees. I'm going to ride along. I think there's a road along the side of the trees, and I'm going to see if I can go to that. I think it was something called the failed military installation. Yeah. And then I'm going to ride along to where there's not a lot of hills, and I might try and ride to the end of the pier. I have never ridden to the end of the pier yet. I've only walked it. So I bought a lot of stuff for my bike. I got a water bottle holder, but I don't have the one Allen wrench that I don't have is the 4mm, and I have almost all of the rest except the one I need. So that's where you install it right there. There's two screws. You take those screws off and you install the water bottle holder. And I got a bell ringer now installed, and I have this. It wasn't working before, now it's working. I think I didn't have the battery in the right way. So I don't know how long it takes to get to this entrance. I think it's maybe a quarter mile, not very long. I'll find out next time. Okay, so I'm gonna install this now. There's a lot of cars coming in now to the park. So this is it, and you just twist it on. Yeah, it's working now. When I twisted it on before, it stopped working because the battery probably wasn't on right. So I'll see if I can record how many miles. When I go to the gym, I go 5 miles in about a little over 30 minutes because it's like the Alps steep, simulating the steep hills. So it takes me a little longer than 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try, see how far I get today, how many miles I make. lot of people fishing here. Oh, it's all hung up. It's not easy to cast in this kind of a narrow. It's hard to cast it. I don't know if anybody's caught anything. Made it to the end of the pier, and there was a lot of people fishing. It is a Saturday morning, so that must be the prime time for fishing, but I'm not sure how safe the fish is in the bay. So there's a lot of businesses, and yeah, I just don't know. I would have it tested before eating it. So I've never been down this trail before, and it's going up kind of steep, so I thought I'd take a breather sitting at this picnic bench. Rest for a few minutes and then continue on. never been on this trail before, and I'm really pleasantly surprised. It just had a little bit of a hill to get up, and there's a lot of benches to sit on, and it looks like they're sanding them down and refurbing them, because that's the original, and this is, so maybe they're, I think they sanded it down and maybe they, I don't know if they put something on it to protect it, but it looks better this way than this. This is the old finish and this is the new. So I like this newer pine colored color, the pine colored varnish or whatever it is. Yeah, they almost look new. Oh, there's some birds up there. Here's some more coming my way. And buzzards. They're buzzards looking for food. So I got some good views here. I'm right, this is a very steep cliff right in front of me. So there's a lot of birds because the water is right there. And I think the trail, let me just see, somebody must be able to walk. Oh, there's a dog. So somebody is at the beach here. I'm not sure where, how far up. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna go and check this out. I don't think I've ever been on this trail, so I'm gonna walk my bike over here and check this out. Looks like they cut down a tree. It looks like it's been cut down a while ago. I think this is probably the foundation of a building. Because, yeah, it looks like it was the foundation. Maybe some blasting area, an area where they tested the dynamite. Here comes a group of people. So I'll stay over here until they pass, because it's kind of a narrow walkway there. Yeah, this is an old foundation. It almost looks like those are steps up, but I think it's just part of the foundation. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I will continue on. Where this goes, but I think I'll be going to the left. So I've never gone this far up the beach trail or walk along the beach, but somebody was with a dog over there on the beach. And I just heard a hummingbird, so there must be flowers out here, because it was complaining of another hummingbird in its area. Yeah. They're very territorial, those little birds. Well, I got up to about 50 miles per hour on one of those hills. So it's good to know how fast you go. I try to keep it at 10 miles per hour because I don't want to maybe, I don't know, possibly get a flat tire. I'm not sure. I don't want to be going too fast. Okay, so that they call it a bike calculator, which is basically it's a speedometer and an odometer, and it's got a clock on there and distance. So I went on a new trail today, which is good. Now I have a new trail to go on, and I think I went about 3 miles. Let me see. I did 3.2, 3.5. I went about 3.5 miles, and then by the time I get back it might be around 4, I'm not sure. So it'll be more accurate next time I go. So I'll know how far it is to get to the entrance to the park. Okay, so that is my bike cam for today.